Hello all of my otaku friends, my name is Prof Otaku and welcome back to my channel. Today we will be discussing the manga pre-orders I am most excited for the months of January to March of 2021. Let's take a look. So the first pre-order we are taking a look at is a release by Viz Media that will be happening in a couple of weeks. It is Asadora by Naoki Urasawa, his newest work after he just completed Billy Bat. So the story takes place a little bit after World War II in the 1950s. We follow our main character, Asadora, as she is growing up in rural Japan, and she gets kidnapped by a kidnapper and is taken for ransom, but nobody notices. And a big typhoon comes to Nagoya where they live, and the story is based off of them, herself, and the kidnapper working together to survive. Of course, as a Naoki Urasawa work, it's going to be deep, it's going to have a lot of layers, and this story spans over several decades. It even goes into the 2020s, so you know that it's going to be very deep. There's going to be a very strong storyline going on here. So what's really cool about this new work by Urasawa is that he has said that this is a personal project of his that he takes a lot of pride in. In his short story compilation called Sneeze that was released in October of 2020, in the short story called It's a Beautiful World, if you read the caption at the end, Urasawa actually did all of the backgrounds and the shadings for this little short story. And Urasawa loved it so much that he really wanted to focus on, when he was writing Asadora, that he wanted to do it all himself. He wanted to do the shading, he wanted to do the backgrounds, he wanted to do all the drawing that he would normally leave for his assistants. And so this is just a really prideful personal project of his, and I'm really excited to see the kind of dedication and the fine details that come out because he spent so much time focusing on doing it by himself. The next series we are talking about is going to be a release by Kodansha in February. Very popular, everybody knows it's coming out. It's Shaman King. This was a very popular battle shonen manga that was released by Shonen Jump between 98 and 2004, and it was collected into 32 volumes before it got discontinued. Kodansha picked it up in 2018 and is releasing all 35 volumes in an omnibus format. So the story follows our main character, Yo Asakura, as he owns his shaman skills to become the Shaman King. And shaman is based off of a religion, shamanism, and it's basically just a connection between good and evil spirits. And so it's quite an interesting concept, and it was very unique and new at the time of its release back in the late 90s. My one concern for this, and I think everybody's kind of got the same concern, is that we hope that Kodansha doesn't screw this up. They've got an opportunity to release a cult classic in the manga world, and if those omnibuses, I know they're not hardcover, they're paperback, if the quality of it is not good, I'm gonna be devastated. I think of it as very similar to the Gantz omnibuses that Dark Horse is putting out right now. Those are just so terrible. I hope Kodansha doesn't do the same thing. I hope they give Shaman King the justice it deserves, because it really does deserve it. So the next series that is being released in February is a Yen Press release called Solo Leveling. This is not actually a manga, it's a manhwa, which is a Korean manga, and the interesting thing about this is that it's a webtoon, and it's one of the most popular webtoons online right now, and it's had quite a long run, and it's awesome that Yen Press was able to get the license for it to be able to physically release this so that we can get some nice paperbacks on this. And so the story is about our main character Sung Jin Woo, as he comes in to this hunter society as the lowest ranked hunter, and it's his journey as he works to become the S rank hunter. And the big thing that a lot of people are raving about, and from what I've seen from some pictures online, is the artwork. It's just absolutely beautiful. Some of the most detailed artwork I've ever seen. I've heard so many great things about it, and I'm really excited to be able to finally read this. I'm not the biggest fan of reading scans online, so this will be a great way. I'm just glad that they're able to release it so that I can have it in an official format. So the last release I wanted to bring to your attention is a release in March by Viz Media. It is called Dr. Stone Reboot Byakuya. This is a spin-off manga of the very, very popular Dr. Stone that is currently being serialized in Shonen Jump. So this story follows Senku's father, and I'm not going to dive into what Senku's father, his role in the whole story of Dr. Stone is, because it's a pretty big spoiler and it's a very essential plot point. So if you haven't read it, don't worry, I'm not going to say anything. But we get a little taste of his situation and his influence on the main story in the actual story of Dr. Stone, but it's not explored too much. So I'm really excited to see what they do with Senku's father and some of the more finer details of his story that they go into, because his storyline is really cool, and it is a great what they showed in Dr. Stone was basically the foundation of how the society came to be. So I'm excited that Viz is doing something a little bit different and doing this spin-off manga, and I can't wait to read it because I love Dr. Stone. I think it's one of the most unique and different Shonen Jump manga out on the market right now. So if you are interested in it, this is a great time to get into it because you can read the main story and you've got this spin-off series starting in March. So I hope that you consider pre-ordering this. So as you can see, there are some great new titles coming out in this first quarter of 2021 that I am super excited about. And so I hope I at least got these put on your radar as you're looking to pick up some manga in the new year. As always, if you enjoyed my video, please hit that like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you know when videos are coming out that I release. And let's discuss. Put some comments down in the comment section. What are you looking forward to the most? What are some things that you are looking to pick up in 2021? I want to know. Let's talk about it. With that being said, my name is Prophet Taku, and I will see you in the next video. Take care now. Bye.